a rumor that you had served Kirk divorce papers.
Right. That's a rumor.
That rumor?
I haven't served him with the papers, no.
Okay. But have some papers been drafted up just in case?
There's been lawyer conversations, dialogue, and information passed on to me during this situation. Yes, it has.
Okay.
Oh my God, did you catch all that? It looks like after 25 years of ups, downs, and everything in between, Rashida might finally be saying boy bye to Kirk Frost. And can we blame her? This relationship has had more twists and turns than a roller coaster at Six Flags. Let's break it down, shall we? Rashida, our queen of keeping it real, has apparently reached her breaking point with Kirk's wandering eye. And when I say wandering, I mean this man's eyes have been on a world tour while his wife's been holding down the fort. Now, for those of you who might be new to the love and hip-hop universe, and honey, where have you been? Let me give you a quick recap of this messy situation. Rashida and Kirk have been fixtures on the Atlanta spinoff since day one, serving us drama hotter than Atlanta in July. At first, Kirk seemed like the supportive hubby, you know? He was all about helping Rashida chase her music dreams. But faster than you can say hit single, things took a turn for the worse. Season 2 rolled around and suddenly Kirk's acting shadier than a palm tree on Miami Beach. Picture this. Rashida finds out she's pregnant, and instead of jumping for joy, Kirk decides to play the who's the daddy game. I mean, seriously? This man had the audacity to accuse Rashida of cheating when she shared the baby news. Talk about a plot twist. But hold on to your wigs because it gets even messier. Remember that infamous getaway episode? The one where Kirk decided to have his own little party with not one, but 2 other women? On camera. I swear my jaw hit the floor so hard it left a dent. This wasn't just a red flag, honey. It was a whole red parade. And as if that wasn't enough drama for a lifetime, Kirk then had the nerve to pressure Rashida into considering an abortion. I mean, can you believe the audacity? At this point, I was ready to reach through my TV and give Kirk a piece of my mind. Now, you'd think after all that, Rashida would have shown Kirk the door faster than you can say prenup. But our girl decided to give him another chance in season 3. I guess love really is blind. And apparently deaf and dumb too, because Kirk just kept on Kirking. Remember when he thought it was a good idea to hire some random waitress from a bar as their babysitter? Or when he tried to create drama between Rashida and his artist, Ashley Nicole, in season 4? It's like this man had a PhD in poor decisions. But the cherry on top of this drama Sunday? That came in season 6 when we found out Kirk had a whole baby with Jasmine, a stripper. I mean, talk about a bombshell. This revelation shook the love and hip-hop world harder than a 7.0 earthquake. This led to Rashida and Kirk separating in season 7, and honestly, we all thought this might be the end of the road for them. But then, in a twist worthy of a soap opera, they reconciled after Kirk's mother passed away. I guess grief has a way of bringing people together, even when there's enough baggage to fill a Louis Vuitton store. Despite all this drama, Rashida's been a rock. She's balanced her career, her family, and this roller coaster of a marriage like a boss. But even rocks can crumble under constant pressure, and it seems like our girl might have finally reached her limit. Now, as they're approaching their 24th wedding anniversary, rumors are swirling that Rashida's finally done playing games and is filing for divorce. And honestly, if it's true, I'm here for it. This woman has put up with more than any Lifetime movie heroine, and she deserves some peace and happiness. But here's where it gets interesting, folks. In a recent interview, Kirk decided to get all reflective and remorseful about his past actions. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
But you haven't signed anything and he hasn't signed anything yet.
No.
Is that because are you guys still trying to work it out, or does it just make more sense for you guys to just be separated right now?
Well, the thing is, we've sat and had a conversation about trying to maybe not do it through attorneys and see if we can come to some type of agreement, you know, that way. And at the same time, I also feel like, and it's not even the point of just trying to work it out, but I'm also like, I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, you know, I pretty much kind of got the information, and am I ready to serve him with these papers? You know, this is the first time something like this has happened in our marriage, and I'm feeling like, okay, you know, is the answer immediately, although it's all this crazy stuff that's happened, is the answer immediately divorce, you know, step into this place, or is it let's try to figure out if we're going to just separate and try to work out percentages, things like to that nature. So that's kind of where it is right now. Just maybe considering not having to do an actual divorce, but just at this moment, but just figuring out what we want to do and see if we want to go ahead and take it to the divorce line later, or that may not be the case. As of right now, who's to say? My main concern ain't even just the fact of filing a divorce. It's just about trying to, stay focused, not overstress myself, and get ready for this baby, whether he's a part of the situation or not.
Gotcha.
Well, look who's finally seeing the light. Kirk's out here admitting he messed up and even got some backup from Lil Scrappy and Whitehead. But let's be real. Is it too little, too late? Kirk's sitting there talking about how he never got into the shit he got into. You think, Kirk, it took you 23 years and countless scandals to figure that out? I swear. Sometimes I think men need GPS just to find their common sense. Now, I've got to give credit where it's due. Kirk's owning up to his mistakes, and that's more than some men do. He's acknowledging that being married for 23 years is a big deal, and he's right about that. In Hollywood years, that's like being married for a century. But here's the tea. Actions speak louder than words. Kirk can apologize until he's blue in the face, but it doesn't erase the hurt and embarrassment Rashida's had to endure. This woman has stood by him through cheating scandals, baby mama drama, and more shady behavior than a forest at midnight. And let's talk about these other love and hip-hop stars chiming in. Lil Scrappy, fresh off his own divorce drama with Bambi, is out here giving Rashida props for her loyalty. Whitehead, also navigating divorce waters with Sierra Gates, is echoing the sentiment. It's like a support group for messy relationships up in here. But here's my question. Why are we always praising women for sticking around through the mess? Why aren't we holding these men accountable from the jump? Rashida's loyalty is admirable, sure, but at what cost to her own happiness and self-respect? Now Kirk says he's learned from his mistakes. He's taken responsibility and is trying to do better. And that's great, really it is. But honey, this man has more strikes against him than a baseball team in the World Series. At some point, you've got to call the game, you know what I mean? The public reaction to Kirk's little confessional has been mixed, to say the least. Some people are all, "Aw, he's trying," while others are like, "Boy, bye." And can you blame the skeptics? This man's track record is spottier than a Dalmatian. Here's the thing though, relationships are complicated, especially when you've been together as long as Rashida and Kirk have. They've built a life together, they have children, they have history. It's not as simple as just walking away, even when the evidence suggests you probably should. But at the same time, how many chances does one person get? How many times can you forgive infidelity, dishonesty, and disrespect before you say enough is enough? Rashida's been riding this emotional roller coaster for years, and honestly, I'm getting motion sickness just watching it. If these divorce rumors are true, it could mean the end of an era for love and hip-hop Atlanta. Rashida and Kirk's drama has been a cornerstone of the show since day one. But maybe, just maybe, it's time for Rashida to start a new chapter. Think about it. Rashida's a successful businesswoman, a loving mother, and a force to be reckoned with in her own right. She's got her press boutiques, her music career, and a whole empire she's built while dealing with Kirk's shenanigans. Imagine what she could accomplish without all that dead weight dragging her down. Now, I know some of y'all are probably thinking, yeah, but what about forgiveness? And what about working through problems? And I hear you, I really do. Forgiveness is important and marriage takes work. But there's a difference between working through problems and being a doormat. Rashida's given Kirk more chances than a cat has lives. She's forgiven him for things that would have most of us changing the locks and burning all his clothes in the front yard. At some point, you've got to ask yourself, is this forgiveness or is it just enabling bad behavior? And let's not forget the impact all this drama has had on their kids. Growing up in the public eye is hard enough without having to watch your parents' marital problems play out on national television. If Rashida's really filing for divorce, maybe it's not just for her. Maybe it's for the sake of her children too. Of course, we don't know for sure if these divorce rumors are true. The world of reality TV is as unpredictable as a game of Russian roulette, and for all we know, this could be just another storyline for the show. But if it is true, I hope Rashida finds the peace and happiness she deserves. At the end of the day, only Rashida and Kirk know what's really going on in their relationship. We're all just watching from the sidelines, sipping our tea and offering our 2 cents. But whatever happens, I think we can all agree that Rashida's shown incredible strength and resilience throughout this whole saga. So, what do you think, besties? Is this the end of the road for Rashida and Kirk, or will they surprise us all and work it out? Again, drop your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, whether you're Team Rashida, Team Kirk, or Team I'm just here for the drama, keep it respectful. We're all just trying to navigate this crazy thing called life, even if some of us are doing it on national television. That's all for now, my loves. This is Hot Gossip signing off. Stay fabulous, stay opinionated, and most importantly, stay tuned for more piping hot celebrity tea. Goodbye.